And we're live.
Oh, heck yeah.
You lead the way, Ian.
Oh, yeah, alright. So, welcome back to Nostrodamus Corp Gradient Descent, our own very fun time in Robot Hell, as you can see behind me. We are playing the Mothership tabletop RPG system. It is a sci-fi horror themed system where you roll under using D100s. And this group of corporate goons is a good word, but I don't want to call all of them goons. Most of them are very competent. That is a hard most. But this gang of corporate people have made their way down into the bowels of an undersea automata research station. I forgot the word for 2 seconds there. Where they have encountered some corpses, some time-displaced people, some heads that they have accidentally or on purpose removed, and just some really spooky androids. But last session, while entering into the basically the engineering area and turning on the geothermal power, the party also listened and watched to an old school 90s anime dub that was interrupted by nightmare footage of some sort of creature, which then, conveniently, after turning on all the power and watching that video, burst through the vents. This amalgamation of android torsos with scythe limbs and like a head with a bunch of eyes and a jaw that is just made of all the drill bits, and a back half that is just spinning steel cables behind it, just burst through one of the vents. And the shock of such a thing was so terrifying that our intrepid scientist, Ash, definitely a real doctor, just had a real bad moment. And last session I used the term psychotic because that's what it says in the book for the panic table. I'm not a fan of that particular phrasing, so rather than anything like that, I'm going to stick to the future phrasing of just basically a fear-induced blood rage, and we'll move from there. They're actually updating the panic tables, but I'll talk about that near the end because, tiny spoiler, the Mothership TTRPG Kickstarter hit 1 million just recently. So that's very exciting stuff. They're like 7th place. They're like they're up there like 7th place for like TTRPGs that don't have miniatures. So it's very exciting stuff. But yeah, we're picking up basically in the throes of a nightmare creature bursting out of the vents. But before we go there, if everyone can introduce themselves.
Hi, I am Lucas. My pronouns are he, him, and I will be playing Chaitan, also he, him.
Hey there, my name is Michaela. My pronouns are she, her, and I am playing 4T L4S, or Atlas, to make things easier, whose pronouns are she, they. And they are an android who has been wrapped up in their entomological work and is now stuck here.
I'm Brianna Jean. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Fiona, who's also she, her. She is a teamster, just here to help out with stuff and just keep going along with whatever Nostrodamus throws her.
My name is Shannon. My pronouns are they, them. I am playing Basil, whose pronouns are also they, them, and they are an android.
My name is Xander. My pronouns are he, him, and I will be playing totally a doctor, Ash Callion.
Absolutely a doctor.
Absolutely a doctor.
Just the best crayon degree ever.
It's fancy. It's high-end Crayola crayon.
And don't forget the stress ball you can use to pack our wounds.
Exactly.
No, I have that one.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know if that would work well for the androids.
Possibly.
It's like an extra
from
joint.
Short circuiting because it blocks the electricity from hopping where it's not supposed to go.
That's convenient. That's a useful thing to have.
Stress ball. It's multi-use and survival.
The real MVP.
Yeah. So, if you all recall, you were traveling with a dwarf named Tabitha, who you found in a locker. and that's actually the person that Ash is currently lunging at. So I do need you to roll a combat roll just to see how well you do at taking a scalpel to somebody.
Sure thing. And is that just rolling the scalpel? Oh yes. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say nobody sees this coming. So you just get to jump on in there before. Yep. Just a normal attack, but nobody sees it coming because this is literally out of nowhere. Your stress hit you to your breaking point, and you flew into a rage, a paranoid rage maybe. Who knows?
I rolled a 24. I targeted
Is that a-
so I rolled under.
Okay, so that is a success for you. How much damage does a scalpel do?
6.
All right. 6 what? You just rolled it already?
The thing rolled both the target.
Beautiful.
And the
Does the math for you. That's our sponsor, Roll20. At it
Love
again.
that.
So you ran up in there, and Tabitha, before Tabitha can really do anything, you've like whoosh, taken a scalpel to the side of her shoulder, and like she's wearing that vac suit thing, so you like tear through that, like a good chunk of the material of the vac suit, even though it's supposed to be resistant to that sort of pressure. Clearly it's been like hanging out in a not great
doctor. I had to learn how to take that shit off.
Mostly it's the
emergency
fact
surgery.
that Tabitha's been like inside and under mysterious conditions for a long time, so that suit is not really shelf stable anymore, as it were. You tear through some of the suit, deal some damage to Tabitha.
Locker.
With her inside, there's a difference. So we turn our attention, mid this slice and dice sort of situation, we very quickly turn to
If you'll just give me one moment. As all of the drill sounds kind of come
together, and the hunter creature turns around and faces all of you. Let's roll fear saves for the surprise round.
Beautiful. It's all right. Rainbow dice don't fail me now.
Oh.
And this is at normal living?
I think it below 30. Oh, 17.
This is a,
wow.
So there's a fear save near Android, so with disadvantage.
Oh,
No.
you do this to me again. This is the second time, Ian. I succeed my fear save and you just rip it away from me.
Hey, you know what that
I
sounds
got
like?
a
It sounds like
54.
you should split up.
Oh, here we go. I didn't get a 17. I got a
I have
7.
to.
Oh, okay. So 17 is what you got.
Yeah, well,
All right. So
I just have to-
who made their fear saves?
Not me.
Oh no.
Love that in the middle of just horrible screaming. Speaking of,
Fiona's just freaked out by the doctor trying to murder somebody. There's also a thing with far too many metal beds trying to kill her.
yeah, it's a good time. So it's a party,
It's fine.
Yeah. So it looks like Tabitha is also does not fail the fear save. Anybody else? All right, those of you who failed the fear save do for one round are going to be stunned. I'm not going to make you get extra stress because you just went through like the whole panic situation. Those of you who succeeded the fear save, make a speed check.
Oh.
And the combat will be streamlined with the update, so maybe that won't show up for this game, but we'll see how it turns out looking next time we run some sort of game like this.
I failed my speed check.
Ooh, I
Okay.
failed my speed check.
All right, so you're gonna go after the hunter.
No.
Cool. So the hunter, noting multiple things that it can do, basically just lunges forward and is going to slice at the biggest threat in the room right now. Which would you look at that? Do I have all of your names set up correctly?
It was the
So I
doctor,
can read 'em.
right? Ash?
Yeah. No, it's gonna be Chayton because you have power armor and a gun.
What?
And that is a
guns are
4.
scary.
So that's a success. Let's see some damage. Let's roll some damage. All right, you take 20 points of damage as it like runs forward on these like scythe legs, and its movement is all jerky and erratic, and it tilts its head upwards, and it just like slices at you with like 3 of its scythe arms. Go ahead.
Do I roll
and,
armor?
Actually, yeah. So that is how that's gonna work. Basically, with combat, Enemy takes their turn. Yeah, go ahead and roll armor.
I got a 29 out of 40.
Okay, so you succeeded, but the hunter rolled a 4, which is lower than you. So if you both succeed, the lower roll takes it.
Okay.
So you do take some damage. 20 damage to be exact. And go ahead and make me a fear save.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Run!
No, I failed that fear save.
Oh, okay. All right. So take 1 stress. It's not a good time. It's a bad time. You just got. Did you get hit for more than half your HP?
No.
Okay, just making sure. So yeah, you slice. You basically duck enough to not take a serious wound from this scythe claw, but your armor is like your readout's giving you a whole bunch of like little red exclamation points because of all the beeps saying like, "Hey, that's not good. You just got hit with a nightmare scythe blade from an erratic multi-torso creature," and that
it's
is
a
going to
very,
be
very specific warning.
Yeah, multi-torso creature warning.
Yeah.
We're gonna hard cut over to either of you who is not stunned this turn. What would you like to do? Basically, you can do 2 actions. So that's either an attack, bandage a wound, check a crew member's vitals, draw a weapon, find something in your pack, move half your speed in meters, open a door. This room is the control, like basically the engineering control room, but there are things outside of it, right? Right now, it burst out of the vents past an airlock door. Like the vents would lead into like an airlock chamber past it. The vent obviously has its own little airlock that it probably just ripped through, so it doesn't really matter. But it's in front of the door leading back to the break room you came from, and in front of the other door that, according to Tabitha, she said it leads to the manual comms room. So the only escape options right now are the loading dock, which requires an entry sequence to actually open it up, or to try to get through the airlock door into a room labeled defense laser cap.
Oh no.
You said that we could bandage, right? Are we able to bandage other crewmates?
Yes.
Okay. Noted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the 3 of them are stunned, and me and Atlas are okay.
Tabitha's not stunned. Tabitha can go.
Okay. So I'll turn to, or like kind of turn a little bit as I am just bleeding all over the ground.
All right, I have a few EMP grenades, but I think it's gonna fry you androids, so we gotta get moving. That's not really an option right now.
You don't look like you're going to be moving anywhere.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption.
I would like to bandage Chain.
All right. So, very cool. Go ahead and roll me an intellect roll.
Intellect. All right.
And if you have a medical skill, you can add it, right? 10%, 15%, whatever you have that would be medical in that nature. You can add that to your threshold, make it a little easier for yourself.
Nice. All right. So I rolled a 32.
32. Is that a success?
It is.
All right. So go ahead and roll me. I'm just going off the cuff right now because I don't want combat to drag. Go ahead and roll me a D10 and see how much you're able to patch up.
Okay. 7.
All right, you basically rip open some of the material of this like combination. Like I imagine like parts of it are armor plated, but then parts of it are just like the cloth underneath, so it's mobile. So you tear open parts of it with your android strength and just apply a quick like sealing salve on one of the wounds, and you heal for 7. You have another action you can do? What would you like to do? And you can't do the same thing twice, so I got to do something else.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to open a nearby door so we can maybe start getting a little ways away from this ginormous thing. I don't think it's gonna end
all of you are near the control panel. Basil specifically is right in front of like the geothermal control unit, but all of you are near enough to the control panel that Atlas, you see what appears to be a small like set of switches for like the entry sequence for the launch bag, or for the loading dock, and then the entry sequence for the defense laser cap room, which unclear what specifically that room is for.
Defense laser cap room. I don't know. It sounds mighty interesting. I think I'm gonna head in that direction.
Okay, so you go ahead and flip the switch. You hear the airlock kind of hiss and open up. And right away, it's more of an airlock for security purposes than like actually any particular changes in air. But you see the little like beep beep start off. Like it'll probably open in a little bit.
Okay. Good stuff. And then I don't sweat. I'm an android, but I pat at my head with like a claw.
Yeah. And as you do so, the hunter turns around once more.
All right. I am going to take out my rifle, or I guess I have it out.
Yeah, you've had it out.
So I know there are rules at firing at specific body parts, right?
That's mostly for when you all get got.
Okay.
Because I was hoping to hit this guy.
All right, then I will hope and roll. Yeah. I am going to use my weapon specialization to add an additional 20% to my combat.
All right, so
Thanks.
I will say the hunter succeeded its defensive roll, but it's likely that if you succeed, you'll beat it.
I got a 31.
31, yeah, you beat it. So you go ahead and roll some damage.
Alrighty then. Let's see, 40-10. Which is what I have out. 11, 15, 26 damage.
And as you pepper it with a hailfire of bullets, you see it's mostly like ripping through the android torsos, which are all like a clear plastic and metal, and it starts basically like the drill mouth starts like revving up, and then you see all the eyes start blinking back and forth in multiple different colors as it's like adjusting to the intense pain it happens to be feeling, and it readjusts its sights back onto you since it correctly assessed you as a threat.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Return to web. Return to web. Yeah, that's going to be your turn. All right, everyone, speed checks once more.
Do I get 2 extra?
You get a second action, sorry, you're right. And also, Basil, you can go. So go and do your second action.
I'll grab the good doctor by the back of the shirt as they're sort of frozen, looking up with his bloody scalpel. And I'm just going to throw him behind me towards the door where Atlas went.
Okay. And I will say that's going to be a contested strength between you and oh my god, brain today. Come on, you and Ash. That's going to be contested because Ash, you haven't quite hurt Tabitha enough for your blood rage to be satiated.
Oh no.
Oh,
That
no.
statement's even
Damn it,
more
Ash.
concerning with the angry robot voice.
So for me, is that normal or at a disadvantage?
It's a normal strength. Yeah, you're making basically strength checks to see who can beat who.
72. My target was 33 or under.
I got a 56 and my target was 32.
All right, so you both kind of flail around a little bit. Ash is a pretty slippery person, and
Damn
it's
it,
a little
Ash!
hard to
Get
hold.
back here!
My grease covered coat is not good for grease.
Wash your clothes!
Why
Yeah,
is
your
it
very
covered in
canon,
grease?
your very canon greasy outfit is a huge boon in this. God,
And I'm slipping in my own blood too, and I'm like trying to move back. And
very quickly we've gone from horrible spider monster to slapstick, the most ancient form of comedy.
I mean, how else do you deal with abject terror?
Yeah, absolutely. Basil, it's your turn.
I wanted to try and do a computer check to see if I could get the code to open the other door.
Ooh, sure. You can make a computer check to see if you can basically clock it to open faster, because the loading bay doors will take longer than the laser doors that I told you about, the defense laser cap.
Okay, yeah, whichever one was blocked by a code, I wanted to see if I could.
Sure. Go ahead and make a computer check.
What does that go off of? My intellect?
That's going to go off of your intellect, but then add your computers to your threshold.
Right. Okay. So that I passed, but barely.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, you slide in, you pull up like a like one of those old like little DOS things where you put in the commands specifically in there, and you basically overclock the loading bay doors so they start cranking open. And you hear like a screech as if this is not intentional, but you're doing it anyway. It is likely that this will have consequences. What else would you like to do?
I guess I'll just go at the monster with my crowbar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like right up in all of your faces. You don't really have to move far to get in there.
Oh, that's just a D10?
So you have to roll a combat roll, and it's going to roll an armor roll to see if it can, or instinct, basically, to see if it can dodge. And it does succeed on its instinct.
Okay, I succeeded my combat.
Okay. So you said what did you succeed it by? Like what number did you get?
I needed to go under a 31 and I rolled a 24.
Okay. So basically they only just succeeded their combat with 60, so you are able to hit.
Okay. And so I roll a D10?
Yep, you go and roll.
7.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you deal 7 points of damage. It does that horrible like grinding screech again. I won't do it too
much because it literally fries my vocal cords, but it continues to repeat in like several echoing voices. Return to the web. Return.
All right, so Basil, that is your turn. That is everybody who wasn't stunned in fear, except for Tabitha, who is going to leave. And by leave, I mean she's going to try to run past the creature towards one of the doors. So she's going to use both of her actions to run towards a room that she pointed out previously as the manual comms room. So she's going towards the creature, which is kind of engaged with all of you right now, and then skips past it and basically runs into the other, like past an office door and out of sight. And Ash, you are compelled to follow until you can deal enough damage to her.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
All right. Everyone speed checks, please.
Alright.
Everyone this time, because you're all good now.
Define good.
I mean, you're fine.
Nah, I failed.
Okay.
Oh, hey, got a decent roll.
All right.
Dang.
I am capable of
passed.
rolling decently well sometimes.
Okay. Let's roll for Tabitha. Tabitha fails, so she is going after the monster.
Nice.
All right. So whoever succeeded their speed checks, please go before the monster. The hunter is eyeing each of you, its scythe limbs twitching, its drill face angry.
Not the drill face.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the drill face.
Well, I'm still compelled to attack Tabitha, right?
Yes, until you deal 20 points of damage. I'll just tell you outright.
Okay, cool. So that's 14 more damage. It's gonna take a minute. Scalpels are not strong. I attacked them.
Well, I mean, Tabitha's not in the room right now, so thankfully thankfully I've saved you from that horrible roll. You have to use one of your actions at least to run after her.
Okay, then I will do that.
All right, you run past the hunter, who swivels its head completely over to follow your movements, but then does not actually move because right now it's about to go after y'all. And you push past and run down a hallway, and you shove the door open, and you see a room with what appears to be a locked door. On one end, it's another airlock door because it appears to lead into like a bigger location. And you can see inside, since it's a manual comms room, there are basically there's a leather operator chair and some damaged terminals, and there's a headset. And it looks like this is where the PA system is set up, or at least where you could manually operate the PA stuff. You see another sign on the locked door that says comm feed, which probably leads to like the full comm room that's like covered in all the electronics. It's basically the server room for the communication system. So you're in there, and Tabitha's in front of you, and she's running away from you. She's like, I knew what you were. I knew what you were.
Oh.
So go ahead and roll your scalpel attack.
Okay, yeah. See, I have no qualms attacking this locker person. They're the ones who totally told us to go down on this floor, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely not somebody else.
Yeah, it totally wasn't somebody else. It was all a trick. I knew
All her
it.
fault. Obviously, all her fault.
So yeah, you're able to get past her armor again, and you slice up. This time you hit pretty close to the cheek, and she's got a big gash on her cheek now, and you deal 9 points of damage.
Oh.
And she's not looking so good, but now you only need to deal, what is that, like 4 more points of damage, and then your blood rage will fade. 5 points of damage. All right. So you're in that room. Who else succeeded?
Fiona did.
Atlas
All
did
right.
as well.
All right,
I'm
Fiona
the
and
one who
Atlas.
failed.
So did Basil.
And Basil.
Oh.
All right. So yeah, Chayton's just really not taking scythe arms to the armor suit well.
To be fair.
What's everybody else doing?
I think Fiona's gonna possibly scooch a little bit away from the androids and try and hack this thing's arm off, if that's possible, with the vibrojet. I think it's like,
I mean, yeah, you're all of you are basically engaged with it at this point, except for the people who have left the room. It's pretty cramped in here now because this thing is pretty big.
Fair.
But it can. It's basically long and thin, but like takes up a lot of space because it's like 6 torsos daisy chained together with like scythe arms. So yeah, you're in engagement range to hit one of the scythe arms.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah, go nuts. You'll have another action afterwards if you want to run away.
Just like, not quite.
Did
Got
you
a
fail?
60. Was supposed to go for the target was 20.
Ooh, okay, not great. So yeah, it just bounces off harmlessly. Like your vibroshady is meant to hack limbs. Oh, sorry, not limbs, foliage. Why would it be used for limbs? That's so silly. It's meant for foliage. And this thing is made of like metal and plastic, and that like gooey like those white like manufactured organs that you get inside a lot of automata that are human-like, and so it's like dripping that like milk blood that all the automata of this type tend to have. Like it's a messy thing. And you're unfortunately not able to find purchase. So you still have one other action. What do you want to do?
I don't get paid enough for this, and she's just gonna run after the dog.
You're running after Ash?
I'm getting out. Yeah,
Yeah,
just like
absolutely.
there's an open door.
Yeah, absolutely. You run after Ash.
And
Yeah, you're in the manual comms room now. Who goes next?
Ash, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it. I'm stabbing.
Basil, would you like to go?
Yeah, I was also gonna ask if I could see into the room and see that there were servers in the room.
So you can't see the servers in the room. That room is actually locked off. It's like the manual comms room is like this console with a chair and the headset, and then there's a locked door that's basically the server for all of the comm stuff. And that would be where that is.
Okay.
And you can't see into the room because it's like a small hallway and an L shape. Like you got to turn.
Okay. I still think I'm gonna head that direction because I
Okay.
feel like there's nothing left for me in this room and I don't care about the monster.
Okay.
So I'm gonna walk in there and see if I can do any sort of heavy machinery on it, like to try and control the PA.
Yeah, you run in there and you go over. So Tabitha and Ash are in the middle of like a knife fight, basically. But you run in and you sit down on the console chair with the little headset.
I'm just not even paying attention to them. I walk straight past them.
Yeah, make me an intellect check.
Okay.
With heavy machinery. Well, this isn't heavy machinery. This isn't like a power loader. This is just like
Can I use
regular
my
tech.
computer skill?
Yeah, you can use computers for that.
Okay, I passed. I got a 23.
All right, what are you trying to do?
I want to see if I can activate the PA to somehow make like a noise that is so unsettling that it will drive this monster out, like a feedback noise or like a static or something really loud and uncomfortable.
So
Good
you
idea.
succeeded. And it's very simple. It's a low-tech solution. You just go over and take the microphone in front of you and you hold it up to one of the like outside speakers so you can hear yourself, and you just crank the volume to max, and every PA system in Cloudbank erupts with a horrible screaming screech. I need everyone to make me a fear. I need everyone to make me a fear save, except for Basil, because you did this on purpose.
Sorry, everyone.
Can I have advantage because I have helmet on?
I wouldn't
have
say advantage, but you don't have disadvantage because you've been left alone in the room with the monster, so there's no androids near you.
Oh.
I have disadvantage.
Well, I
Atlas is
failed
still in
that
there.
fear save, so
Here.
fun news.
All right.
Oh, come on.
Atlas
Yeah.
is also still in the room with him.
I passed.
Oh, that's true. Atlas is still in the room. Either way, fails. All right. So Ash, you are fine. Like you're so caught up in your, panic-induced blood rage that it just doesn't register with you that a horrible feedback loop scream is echoing throughout. The hunter succeeds on the save, so it appears to be unaffected. Those of you who failed take 1 stress, and in addition, you each take 3 points of damage, and you're unable to hear for the next round, unless you're an android, in which case you just take the damage to your audio processors.
What the hell was that?
And yeah, that was echoed
taking-
through the entirety of Cloudbank. So everyone takes 3.
Okay.
Hopefully that doesn't attract anything.
Yeah, that we didn't notify anything.
What'd you say, Atlas?
What's going on? Why can't I hear? What was that?
I think that Basil is just thinking to himself, like, that did not go as planned.
At least it's quiet now.
I mean, frankly, amazing. I'm actually astounded. I love that you thought to do that because it's very cool. But
It was a good idea.
it didn't work on the monster, and it did alert the whole thing. So very cool.
Yeah.
It's
Excited.
fine. It's fine.
All
Cloud
right.
Bank is just having some technical
Do I have a second
difficulties.
action?
Yeah, you use 1 action to move to the other room, and then you
Oh,
use
gotcha,
this
okay.
action to activate
Okay.
it. So it is now Atlas's turn.
All right. Seeing as how that did not work on the bigger problem at hand, oh gosh, I don't know if fighting it is the right.
And you know what? Since you worked really hard on that, Basil, I will say it affects the creature. The creature does take some damage.
Okay.
Thank you.
It takes a little bit more damage than people do because it's several torsos, not just one, and it has highly tuned audio processing
Okay.
units. So it takes like 10 or 15 points of damage.
Not good. It didn't like that very much.
In fact, when you hit it with that audio loop, it like it staggers a little bit. It like shakes, and parts of the torsos like fall off, and some of the plating on it falls off. So it appears you've hit some sort of break point.
Okay.
Right.
So the rigging gun, is this
Yes.
strictly for piercing, or does it have like a rope attached? It seems like it's similar to the apparatus you would use for like spearfishing.
Yeah, it's kind of like a harpoon gun, basically.
Okay. Let's see. It has multiple torsos. Okay. So I'm going to shoot my rigging gun at it while also trying to make a dash past it.
Okay, so you can do one at a time.
Yeah. So I will shoot my rigging gun at it. Curious, can I use the rope portion to try to wrap its legs?
So here's the nice thing.
No.
That's the special move of it. So if you use your full turn to use the rigging gun, you can shoot it,
Mhm.
and then you can use the retractable harpoon part.
Ah, okay. So I'll use my full turn then to do that.
Okay, sure.
All right. I roll.
Actually, you know what? That's actually part of the gun on its own. So if you hit this creature, you will be able to tangle it up. And then you'll deal an extra bit of damage when you pull the grapple out.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a success.
Yeah, it's a failure on the instinct, so you definitely hit. Go ahead and roll 2d10 damage. Let's see. Wait, is it a crit success or just a regular success?
Just a regular success.
Ah, okay, because if it crits, it does triple damage.
That would be great, but it's
That would be pretty cool.
That would be awesome.
it's
All
still
right,
two
and then let
d10s.
me
I'll
make-
take it.
Let me make the save for the creature. It does not get tangled up. But you do hit it.
So that's gonna be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for damage.
13, yeah. So good chunk of damage there. And it is wobbling. But not much. It's still kind of like standing up, but you definitely from like the horrible screech noise and the machine gun fire, it's taken some hits. Like it's not coming out of this fight clean.
Okay, good stuff. So yeah, that was my full turn. I will try to escape later.
All right, so that is the monster's turn. It's going to go. It smells some blood, so it's going to go for it. This time using its full double action because it is out of the tunnels completely. What is your armor save, Chayton?
9.
Ooh,
Nice.
very nice.
So it misses or fails to deal damage. So at first it slices at you with its side claws, and you manage to combat roll out of the way, thankfully narrowly avoiding like a very grievous injury. And then the bottom part of its torso, of one of its torsos, with it spinning like the steel cable behind it, turns towards you and fires off. I need you to roll another armor save.
No. I got my 1.
I know. Every time you get a good roll.
Oh, I failed that one.
Oh, never mind.
Take 9 points of damage. Give me a body save.
22 out of 35.
Okay, so you succeed. You aren't knocked down, but you are tangled up in the steel cable that like swings and like wraps around you, but you're not like fully caught yet.
So what happens is everything's so quiet to Chayton that everything's like, oh wow, I could really concentrate. And the blade comes, rolls out of the way. Chayton looks up.
Can't hit me. Oh, fuck. And then get.
Yeah, just like slammed by like a whipcord of steel cable. And it's got the rigging gun stuff inside of it right now. Oh wait, sorry, it did not become entangled. That's right, it succeeded. So it's going to use its movement to scuttle into the vent that it came in from.
And
with a final, it's going to disappear.
Okay. At least we scared it enough to make it run off.
So, meanwhile, Ash, go ahead and make a. Actually, Tabitha gets to go before you. So, Tabitha is going to swipe at Ash and miss horribly. So, Ash, go ahead and what are you doing?
Another scalpel attack, obviously.
You want to stop Ash?
Nope.
Oh,
Can Fiona try?
Yeah, you could try.
What do I roll?
You can go and roll me a body. Or not a body, you can go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Okay.
If only I can use psychology on myself.
Ha!
Oh,
So
nice.
I got a 23, so Fiona's just gonna run up and grab us and be like, "What are you doing?" Probably a
Insulting
lot
an
harder
80-year-old
than necessary.
man. How could you?
The scalpel. You managed to knock the scalpel out of Ash's hand. Ash, since you've been, kind of going through it for a little bit, go ahead and make me a sanity save.
A sanity save?
Yeah, a sanity save.
Oh boy, howdy.
That voice is just so intense. Yeah.
Okay. Is that just there it is. Okay. Sanity, normal. Let's go. 30. My target's under 40, so I'm good.
Yeah.
oh, nice. So that would have, if you had failed, you would have given
Everyone
more
gets
people
stress.
stress. But you succeeded. So you managed to like kind of snap yourself out of it. And Tabitha at this point is like trapped. She's like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be near you. Get away from me. Get away. And she's like swinging at her. Like she doesn't have any weapons. She's just like swinging at you to go away.
What are you doing? Actually, can I hear yet, or am I still deaf?
So now that the round has completed,
Or-
everyone can hear again.
Ash just looks around, just like, doctor stuff. Don't judge me. And he just like kind of storms off a little bit.
Ah, yes. Stabbing people.
Priorities, man.
Doctor stuff.
Priorities, man. Did you not see the giant robot that was trying to kill us? It had freaking scythe arms. Priorities.
We saw killer robots upstairs. We're downstairs. Robot's a robot. If they want to kill us, they'll do it.
Tabitha's gonna try to run past all of you.
Hmm.
Do you get in her way?
Can
Oh no.
I don't want to stop her, but I do want to stick my foot out to trip her for comedic
Okay.
relief.
Yeah, just to feel a little bit better about yourself after, trying to murder this dwarf in blood rage. Go ahead and roll me a speed check.
Okay.
Tabitha just rolls like shit, so she's gonna fail.
0.
Well, that's a critical trip. I hate that.
Wow.
Yeah, you trip Tabitha, and she falls
don't like Tabitha.
and smacks her head on like a thing of like part of one of the desks, and she's just out like a light.
What the hell, man?
That's messed up.
I search her.
Yeah,
Look,
awesome. Roll a D100.
buddies. Look, fellas, buddies. They came out of a locker. They took us down here. And then y'all talked about a robot. But that thing scared the shit out of me. Tabitha's to blame. Should we put her in the elevator and send her up?
I'm a robot.
Or feed her to the robot?
Oh, the big robot? That
Wait,
one-
are we still in the other room? Well, this is going.
Yeah, we'll come to Atlas. Yeah, I'd say you're all back
I
together
think-
again.
Okay.
It's probably a good idea to stay together after this. I will say, unfortunately, you can't really dress more of the wounds on Chayton. That would require some time on the ship to actually heal. But you did stop the bleeding, so the
What?
wound will not continue.
What if I used an auto med? Would that
Let's look at what an auto med does.
Also, I rolled a 55.
Oh, 55. All right, you pull out from because she's got that back suit that you would wear to go into the underwater sections, and there's a bunch of pouches on it everywhere. So you check the pouches and you find some credits, some currency, but it's not really useful here. There's no merchants. And then you pull out a bottle labeled Elixir of Forgetfulness.
Oh.
I hold it up and I'm like, perhaps this has something to do with her memory.
I need everyone to roll me a quick intellect check.
My strong suit. No, it's failed.
Rolled a 36. It's a success.
28, also success.
You also rolled a 36.
All right, all of you can tell right away from the shape and the color, it's just a bottle of whiskey.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's fair.
Huh.
I mean,
I wonder what that elixir
yes,
is.
you'll forget, but you'll forget it later.
Have you used this elixir before?
I've seen people use it before. It's kind of funny.
Oh, wow. I don't know. I can't say I've seen it before.
Mm,
You ever seen
Elixir.
whiskey?
I've had whiskey, yeah, for sure.
That's what it is.
Oh,
That's all it is.
okay.
How much
Well-
of it is missing from the bottle? How much is left?
Oh god, it's 1/3 is left.
Oh, okay, so she's been
It's-
drinking.
It's seen some use.
it's
Okay.
Hey, Atlas. It's the second time you saved my life before. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Thank you.
Did I save your life prior to this?
I don't know if you remember, or if you had an update or something.
Mm.
That bug planet, when I was
Right.
melting, you were the one who pulled me out of there.
Oh, that was. Oh, I do remember that. I didn't make the connection.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I look a bit different, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, the suit, is an upgrade.
Yeah, I can't really show my face much, but
Mm. Well, I'm glad that you are okay. I don't know if I'm glad that you're here after putting yourself in one perilous predicament to move to another, but
I gotta get paid. So unfortunately, gig work,
this is true.
Also, should we go? We just made a lot of really loud noise.
I think we made loud noise
Oh.
everywhere.
You all heard
And-
that.
Yeah.
And to answer the question about the automed, healing in general, I'm gonna say you need a quick sap to do some quick healing, but healing in general takes rest for at least 6 hours, and then you can make a body save to try to heal. The auto med just makes it easier to heal when you rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That is good to know.
Gotcha.
So not bleeding anymore, but
Yeah. But you still took the hit.
oh goodness.
Yeah. You hear the PA system kind of click on again. And if you'll give me just one moment while my robot voice buffers.
Just
Classic.
like Monarch to do that.
Yeah, Monarch. Anytime that anything technical is going wrong. Oh, there it is. Greetings, Cloudbank residents. Please refrain from using any means of communication devices for pranks, tomfoolery, and general rudeness. Be mindful, the comms are heard by everyone. And then just a little ding, ding, ding.
I think Basil's gonna be like, that's ridiculous. I've never partaken in tomfoolery in my life.
I wouldn't call that tomfoolery.
I can believe that.
That's really good.
A little bit of violence, but wasn't
Quick
foolish.
thinking.
Yeah.
If there's not a sign, it's fine.
I just don't like the
There is a
thought
sign,
that
it's right
can
there.
hear us.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's
You hear
Yeah.
a loud click, and it appears, or like loud, like alarm, like that kind of echoes from the other room down the hallway. It appears that both of the doors that you all set to open during the fight have opened up.
Nice.
wow. I guess there's no
Is that
point waiting
supposed to
around
do
here.
that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We'd activated
Okay.
the doors.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Chayton, are you good to continue?
Yeah, I'll be alright. Let's go.
All right. Let's proceed.
So you go back into the control room and you see both doors are open. One is a large airlock door that leads into the loading dock, and then the other opens into something called laser defense cap. Both rooms are industrial scale, meaning they're many, many times as big as any of the rooms you've been in previously. In addition, you can see the open door to the defense laser cap, and you feel like a hot gust of air just coming out of there. It appears the airlock is meant to maintain temperature control because the interior right there is very hot. And then the loading dock itself, you can see through the open door. It's a cavernous, large space that has a basically like one of those moon pools, like a big circular opening in the deep, deep ocean, and it's completely jet black, and it's lit up by completely normal, like run-of-the-mill, like fluorescent lighting, because recently the geothermal power was turned back on, so all of the lighting has been restored to its proper functionality.
Does anyone know anything about these laser things?
And there's some shipping containers in the loading dock as well.
I don't know about the lasers, but we might find something useful in there. Fiona's pointing towards the loading docks. That other room, I feel like we might get roasted alive. It's a little toasty in there.
Alright.
Burn you alive toasty? It's just regular toasty.
Alright, but this planet's weird. There might be something that's going to try to rip out of that water. If we're going in there, everyone just try to keep away from the pool.
Yeah, don't go into the water. That's like 101, isn't it? Which
But I've
role,
heard-
which role is that? I don't remember.
I've heard that pools are used for enjoyment.
Is Tabitha
Sure.
still unconscious?
Oh.
Yeah,
I was actually I was just waiting because I have a thing I want to do and I'm just kind of waiting.
Oh, I was just gonna ask. She is not using her vac suit currently.
It is also has one
It's-
major gash on it, so you have to do a quick repair on it.
Can I repair it? Do I
Yeah, sure. You can roll me an intellect check, see if you can repair it.
Perhaps if we find a flotation device and put Tabitha in the pool, she can relax.
I did not succeed that, so I.
So
That'd
you
be
don't-
one
you
way.
don't- It's mostly you don't have the materials on hand to like do a fix that will stand up to high pressure.
Okay.
Well, that'd be one way to find out if there's anything in the pool.
I don't know, I don't feel too good about that.
You
Yeah, that
enter into the
wouldn't be
loading
nice.
dock as you're all talking. So.
Yeah,
There has
so
to be
while,
someone who doesn't want to kill Tabitha right away.
Oh no, I don't want to kill
You're
her.
saying
I
that, I'm
truly Truly, I am thinking pool, like leisurely pool time.
I'm legitimately attempting to
idea,
kill Tabitha right
there's a crane that is holding a submersible device. There's a pool, and then there are 6 storage containers that you hear some noise from.
I can operate the crane with my heavy machinery.
Yes, that is a heavy machine.
You know, having that as a backup escape plan isn't a bad idea.
Perhaps we should survey the vehicle before we rely on it as an escape route.
Alright, I'll go scout the perimeter and then come on in after me.
Heard.
So, Chayton, go ahead. You say that like you're not connected to this character for some reason. As if you were not controlling his every move.
I have military training. Can I add that onto whatever roll to like look around?
This is going to be an, I'll say because you're reviewing it for threats, I'll let you do combat instead of intellect.
Okay. And could I add my military training to that?
Yeah, so even more. Playing fast and loose with the rules.
Alright, 43
why
out
not?
of 68. So success.
Oh, 68 is that a success? Heck yeah, alright. So you go over and do a quick sweep. It takes a while because it's a very, very big area, right? It's an industrial sized space. You do a sweep, you check your corners, you do all that stuff. It takes like maybe 10-15 minutes. You don't have to go around the whole thing, but you basically stop at each crate. And each crate you can hear some like almost like a rhythmic, like something's knocking on the inside. And you go over to the pool and it's like very large. It's like maybe like 100 feet wide across. It can fit the entire like submersible vehicle. And you go over to the crane unit, and the crane unit is covered in some graffiti. Go ahead and roll me a D100.
75.
There's some graffiti that says like the alien truth, find out now. And you also spot on the ground like a 6-pack of spray paint. And somebody has written on yellow marker on the side of these like canisters of black spray paint for the eyes.
I'll cautiously crouch down, pick up like a couple cans of the spray paint, and sort of put it in my bag.
Yeah,
and
this isn't prey. They don't turn into like horrible goo monsters, and they're just spray paint.
I'll radio back to everyone.
All right, everything looks okay. I think there might be some automata that are still inside these crates. They're knocking. I don't know what happens to an automata when it's inside a crate for 20 years and can't get out, but, well, they're here, I think.
Probably not.
Can't imagine it's an organic thing. It probably would have died by now. But, all in all, area's clear.
Did my bioscanner scan through the crates or no? Probably not.
So bioscanner is like the alien one, so it just beeps when there's like life signs nearby, and it gives you like the little triangle like radar situation. Oh wait, that might be the motion detector. Bioscanner might be something different. I'm just excited to talk about Alien. It's a fun franchise.
Can I then at least use it to see if whatever is in the crates has signs of life?
Yeah, the bioscanner does not detect any life signs from inside the crates.
Whatever is in these crates is not living.
Well, I'm not
Robot, then.
keen on looking inside there.
No, me either.
Are you sure? It might be fun.
I agree. It could be amusing.
Yeah, no,
That's not comforting.
I might be standing, but it still really hurts. But there is some spray paint over here. It says for the eyes. It's probably some sort of creature, maybe, that's around here. You know, be careful.
That thing that tried to kill us had a few of those.
Yeah. But I think it'd hear really well. It was some sort of hunting machine. It was purely designed to kill. I didn't know that this facility was creating those kind of things.
Yeah. And there's a couple of doors leading out of here into some other spaces. They're big doors, but they are not airlock doors. So you can when you're done here, you can explore a little bit further, just to let you know.
Who knows what this facility started making after they shut it down, though.
Can I test and see if the crane works, just in case we do want to use that vessel as an escape device?
Yeah. Go ahead and just give me an intellect check with heavy machinery.
Okie dokie.
And while that's happening, I'm gonna go over to Chaden and hand him some pain pills. Because that'll help us with at least the pain.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Hey, don't tell anybody else, brother.
Yeah, no problem. Turn around. I have to take them.
You can't look at me.
It's fine. Yeah, no. Hey. Doctor patient.
Confidentiality.
Whatever. Yeah, confidentiality. Thank you.
HIPAA, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
So
takes up the visor just a little bit and takes the pills.
So Chayton, you have 6 pain pills on your person. Each one heals for 1d10 points of damage and lowers your stress by 1. However, there is a danger of addiction and or overdose if used frequently. These are indeed pain pills.
I'll just take one right now.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and roll a d10 and lower your stress by 1 to see how much you heal.
Heal 5.
Yeah, you heal for 5
Nice.
and you lose 1 stress. And what did you roll, Basil, for the heavy machinery check?
34, which is a success for me.
Perfect. So you get up on there, you get it shows you a quick diagnostic of the submersible. It comfortably seats 8. It's currently locked, but you could, if you wanted to climb on the crane and manually unlock it, you could. But it does appear to be charging right now, just because the full power to the ship was turned back on, so the auxiliary battery is being actually charged. The main battery is being charged. So before you could maybe make it out of the facility with this, but it's currently charging to travel further.
Okay. Can I try to unlock it now, just in case we have to do a quick escape? We don't have to worry about it later.
Sure, you'd have to climb onto the actual crane to do it. If you want to go ahead and roll me a speed check, just to see how nimble you get.
Ooh, 39. I just make it. My speed's 40.
Ooh, yeah.
Very good.
The rest of y'all, while you're, those of you who aren't busy, see Basil clamber onto the actual crane, like climb out of the window, clamber onto the crane, go over and kind of drop on top of the submersible. It shakes a little bit. You can go ahead and roll me another heavy machinery check.
This whole time, Fiona's just kind of squinting suspiciously at Chaytan, like, is this like an undercover boss kind of thing? Is that why you're not taking that one off? She's not asking, but that's in her head.
Underneath is Chayton in a bad wig.
I got a 2, and I don't even know how to do 10% less than 2 on this. So
okay, so
1.08.
yeah. So with the 10%, it just adds it to your threshold. You don't subtract it.
Oh, to your threshold. Okay.
Yeah. So it would give you more of a chance to success. It doesn't reduce it, although the math would be the same, technically.
Well,
yeah.
I rolled a 2.
You go over to the manual lock and you unhook it. So it's still going to be auxiliary battery. It can still get you out of here, but it will not be able to it'll just be able to get you out from the bottom all the way back to the surface, and that's about it.
I don't want to I wanted to keep charging. I just wanted to unlock it so that it wasn't locked.
Okay. Yeah, you rolled it. You rolled it 2. You're fine. And it unlocks. And now if you go through the process with the crane can lower it. And I won't make you roll to climb back into the crane space. I say you can do it just fine.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So when I get down on the ground, I guess I'm just like, just in case we need it, the vessel is ready.
Good thinking.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
Now, are we going to take care of Tabitha, or can I take care of Tabitha? And by take care of, I do partially mean murder, but we can leave her in another locker.
So to give you a quick rundown of other ways out of here, there's a sign for a room called the garbage heap. There's a sign for a room called Freight Android Recesses, and there's a sign for a room called Drone Bay, as well as a sign that says Receiving.
My internet decided it didn't exist. I'm sorry. I'm back now.
All good.
You're good.
That's all right.
Yeah, there's
Sorry,
a
could
couple
you
of other
read
rooms.
those rooms
Sure.
again? I was just rearranging the boxes.
Garbage heap, freight android recesses, drone bay, and receiving.
Drone Bay.
I want to go to Drone Bay.
Fancy little drone bay.
How the hell do we get up to a different floor? This place is confusing.
I mean,
Yeah,
we can
just a little.
go back to the elevator.
There might be something near receiving, because if it's where they get stuff in, that makes the most sense.
Yeah, that would actually fully track. If it's receiving, there's likely another elevator to other parts of the facility.
Perks of working in retail.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll leave it all up to you.
Are we just going to ignore the locker person?
I
We
mean-
don't need to kill Tabitha. It's
Well, we
fine.
can put her in a lock. Look, you don't get to my age without taking some precautions.
If it would make you feel more comfortable, we can
It would
restrain
make me feel
her.
that would make me feel great.
But I do not think it's necessary to harm her.
We
we
can
have-
agree to disagree. You just gotta make sure she's put into another locker or something. You know, she can take another 5-year nap.
I mean, that's not what I meant by restrain. I think it would be unwise to shove her in another locker.
I can leave her in that comms room with the PA system and with a note. And then if they have to contact us, there's an issue, they have the PA system.
That is a terrible idea.
Leaving her in the
Did you
comms room
not
may
hear
also
the warning of using the PA system?
Oh, that's just for tomfoolery.
Is anyone else thinking about maybe we could just dump her back on our ship and see what upper management wants to do with her? Because apparently, sounds like they sent her.
I feel like she'll be skilled enough to use a ship and take our ship, and then
Yeah.
we're here.
That's
See?
why we
She'll take
restrain
our
her.
ship. She'll take
on
the
the ship.
emergency
To
escape ship.
throw this idea out here, because y'all would know that this would work. The manual comms room is connected to the comm feed room, which is like a room full of servers. That door can be locked because it is specifically in a more industrial scope room with like a heavy locked door. So
Or
if
we
you
could
want
just
to, you can hack the door open, push her inside, and then close the door.
leaving her
just
in the
let-
communications room may also solve any issues if someone comes looking for who made the noise.
True.
You know,
Yes, she
Basil.
makes.
You know, I don't care what they say. You smart. You know what's up.
Wait, who's saying?
No one's saying anything. At least not about Basil.
Alright, yeah, I'm
See,
fine. with
Exactly
that.
what I'm saying, but let's move. Let's go. You
Alright.
want that robot back?
So I'll go and
No.
take Tabitha, as I'm worried that if I let the doctor do it, it'll end poorly. So I'll just
That's fair.
I just need somebody to close
I
the
was just
door
gonna
for
take
me.
all the paper
and then-
clips off.
I can come with you to lock it.
Sure.
We have
Okay.
to unlock it first, right?
But
I mean, it'll be
It's already
one
unlocked.
check. It'll be one check.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so somebody give me an intellect with their computers roll. This
Oh, I
is
guess.
technically hacking.
I guess that's me. I have
Oh
computers.
no.
Oh, if
the last time I
14.
I do have,
I succeed.
14. What was that, Atlas?
I was gonna say I do have expertise in hacking as well.
Oh, perfect. We will. 2 hackers, very helpful. Yeah, you with a quick pass over of some of the codes, you hack into the system, and you click open. You see a small like alarm ping because the hacking was detected, but you do have time to leave if you need to. And yeah,
I'll leave a note that said like, "Be back soon. Leaving you here. It's safer. We'll be back. Unlike your partner. Don't worry."
and yeah, you
sees that
push
shit.
her. Yeah, you push her into a big room that appears to be stacked floor to ceiling with cabling and electronic components. Does Atlas, do you want to give me a quick intellect computer roll to see if you can figure out what they're broadcasting?
Sure. Mhm. Nice. Oh, I just barely made that. Okay. Well, I do have the threshold as well, so that's good. Okay. So yeah, that is a success.
So, you learn some things when going through it. It appears that Monarch in general is using the comms feed and sending some stuff out with comms history. And some of it is relatively new. Like, since the power has turned on, like you get the exact timestamp, Monarch has been sending threats, like specifically coded like threats to Nostrodamus Corp headquarters. Just like direct lines of like multiple terabytes of just like hate, just directed entirely at Nostrodamus Corp. Oof. It is an unparsable nonsense of hatred. It is far beyond what a mortal comprehension of hatred would look like. This is somebody who has devoted several lifetimes to hatred. It is also sending brain scan reports to unknown locations.
Oh no.
There's an intern going, we got it again.
Yeah, literally.
A few buttons.
Or just see an intern going like, damn it, why'd they turn it on?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's totally not going to get our pay docked.
I am making a note of that.
Fiona makes a note that if anyone asks, Basil was the one that turned the power on, not her.
Yeah, and between every like,
maybe it was another.
Maybe it was Tabitha.
It was Tabitha for sure.
It was obviously
just like
Tabitha.
writes, blame Tabitha.
Yeah, so you push her into the room. She's inside. You close the door behind her. You leave the room, I assume, because there's some security androids heading there right now.
Yeah. We lock it, and then we walk away very quickly.
Yeah, all right. So you're out of there. There is actually another door out of the manual comms room if you want to check it out. Oh, just kidding. That's not a door. I'm looking at the map. Never mind. There's just one door.
That thing right there almost looked like a door.
Yeah, there's. I will say this.
Are you feeling okay? How many fingers am I holding up?
I feel great.
What I mean
did
to
lose
say
some blood.
is that this level has a lot of air ducts that you can that like the creature uses to get around. There's nothing stopping you from also using them.
I see.
Just
yes, running into
logic
is
one of the small barriers of like, should I go in there while the creature's in there? I'm
just letting you know in case you need to really get out of there.
All right.
Just go up there and hope you don't find yourself facing a bunch of drill the mouthful of drills.
Yeah. So yeah, you're all back in the control room. What do you want to do now?
So the loading bay or receiving bay or something?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go check receiving.
Yeah.
Might have some useful stuff there.
You cross over the loading dock and you crack open the door to receiving. It appears that with the power on, a lot of the auto opening of doors has been activated again. So you enter into the receiving bay, and you are totally correct, Fiona, because in the receiving area, there does appear to be a large cargo platform that goes up to a higher floor.
Nice.
Maybe you worked in a cargo bay.
Elevator.
Yeah, it goes up. It goes up to what appears to be floor 3.
Wait.
Perfect. Now we have a way to get up that's not the elevator that the droids are going to be coming down.
I thought you didn't remember anything. Fiona, didn't you say you don't really know much?
I mean, I've been working around Nostrodamus for a couple of years now. You pick some stuff up.
Oh, that's fair. Never mind.
Just shuttling around all kinds of odd jobs.
Yeah, I'll take a step on in and start looking around.
Is there any stuff in the loading bay, like any crates or?
There's 10 pallets of what look to be finished androids.
Oh.
They're all deactivated though. They're just like piled up. They look like mannequins.
Sure they are.
I would like to inspect some of them.
Or give me an intellect check. And Fiona, we will turn to you in just a moment.
Take a shot every time I have to roll intellect.
Hey, you're doing good android stuff, and you have the elixir of forgetfulness, so really it all works out.
I don't think that's effective on us.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, so they are indeed deactivated. You could turn them on if you wanted to.
Can I see? These are Monarch androids, correct?
Yeah, every android you've met here, besides you and Atlas, have been Monarch androids.
Mhm.
Okay. Is there any way I could like take their like Monarch chips out? Is that a thing I could do?
I mean, it's all Monarch. It's Monarch all the way down.
Okay. Okay.
Like a memory core kind of thing.
Mhm.
Is there anything different about these androids than anything that I may be used to?
What do you mean?
I think that Basil frequently takes apart androids in order to see how they're built.
Oh, okay. Creepy, like that.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, that's what Ash does with normal bodies. Study them, you know.
Oh, the crew needs therapy.
We're gonna need more.
It's
after
fine.
this.
I've seen worse.
All right, Basil, what were you saying?
Therapy stacks.
I just want to know if these androids are like, is there any like big advancement that Monarch has made in building androids, or is there anything that's like really strange or different than like androids built by other corporations?
So these are your basic Monarch androids. They're not infiltrators, right? Which you've met one, the Leon one. It's dead though. These would be like your basic Monarch androids, like the one that you met that was attached to the gun turret.
Okay.
So there's nothing too like crazy about them, but because you're examining the palette, you actually see that something is there's like a hole in the wall that has been like crudely like plated over with some metal, but it's starting to fall off.
Can I take the metal off? I have a crowbar if that helps.
Yeah,
me
you
get it off.
easily. Go ahead and roll me strength.
Strength. Okay, that's a 32.
Oh, yeah. Is that a success?
Yes, it is for me.
Oh my god, your dice are on fire. Keep those forever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I failed a couple times, but mostly it's been.
Keep them forever. So you pull open the thing of metal and everyone turns around and sees it, right? And it appears to be that like this is like a little stash, like a hideaway stash that maybe a previous employee had tucked some stuff away into. So can you roll me a D100?
Nice.
Yes.
Is there more elixir of forgetfulness?
Well, it's a little bit better than that.
Can we get
82.
some? Ooh.
82.
Can we get some grade A oil for the androids in the
You-
house?
Yeah, you pull out some things. You pull out a laser cutter and 2 batteries. So this is like the big laser cutter that you could use to really do some damage on the ship if you needed to.
And now I have 2
you-
of them.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
And the batteries are good because you need the batteries to use it. And then you also pull out 3 plastic explosives. You can shape them. You have to make a scavenging/explosives check to do it. And there's a detonator as well. So you have some plastic explosives. You have a distress beacon. You have a more modern Nostrodamus Corp security helmet with a bullet hole in it. And you find a revolver covered in polished chrome. And then the thing that sticks out of all of these things, including the revolver, is what appears to be a Rubik's Cube, at least on first blush. You would recognize this as androids anyway, because you're familiar with what this would be. This is an AI logic core.
And what does that do?
AI logic cores contain advanced artificial intelligences. More so than you or Atlas. This would be like, not Monarch level, because Monarch is supported by an entire massive industrial structure, but this could easily be like enough of an intelligence to run a spaceship or a small station or like a small research facility. Like this would be one of those. And there isn't a port, so you could connect it up to the systems if you needed to.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, that's certainly handy. I guess I'll climb down and I will share some of what I found with the group.
Do you
Okay.
share the helmet with the hole in it?
Yeah, I'll share the helmet.
This is pretty new. That means there must have been people before us.
You can tell?
Yeah, they had these maybe 5 years ago or so, but there's an issue with the mapping system in it, so they replaced them.
I mean, there's definitely issue with the mapping system in this one. It's got a giant hole through the center.
Yeah, that would damage a lot of things.
Why, though? If someone was down here, I feel like it would be good to tell us. Like, give us some kind of information.
Sometimes they just don't. Also, can Fiona also have been doing some scavenging, perhaps in a different part of the receiving bay?
Sure. What do you look? Roll me a D100.
Just a straight
I'm rolling some
D100 or roll
stuff.
scavenging.
No.
3. Okay. What did you roll for the D100?
Oh, I was asking, do I roll just a straight D100 or can I
Yeah.
roll specific
Anytime-
scavenging?
Anytime that you're scavenging, I'll say you can get 2 different results. One of them is 10 away from the other one. If you're scavenging specifically, I'll let you do that.
Okay. Well, I was asking if I could use the scavenging skill.
You're good. I am checking some things. Okay. So that's what I need to roll is that. So 5, 1, 4, 10,
82 out of 42. Nope.
14.
Oh no.
Oh no.
On par for how my dice rolls usually go.
Your dice have been so high.
So 82 and 40. 82 and 42?
Well, I rolled 82 with a target of 42.
Oh, okay. So you get a tooth. It's yours. All your other teeth are accounted for.
We got 2 eyes and a tooth now.
Oh no.
You know it's yours instinctively. You don't need to check it. It's your tooth. You also find some ammo for everyone in your party. Exactly 1 per person. Exactly what everyone needs. Exactly.
I got 1 pulse rifle shot.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it's just like, hey guys, I found ammo, exactly 1 for all of our weapons, and I don't want to talk about the other thing I found. I have a
But you just did.
That's fair. I appreciate the ammo, though.
How is my tooth in my hand when it's still in my mouth? I'm so confused.
Wait, are you an android?
No.
I scanned her, but perhaps this came from the you that was consumed?
That doesn't make it better, but thanks.
But how?
Well,
How
now you
was
have
there-
something to remember yourself by.
Wait,
Yeah.
I
Just
thought
in case
we
you forget.
weren't we the first version to come in?
Unlikely.
We're supposed to be. However,
We heard ourselves being consumed. Or I wasn't consumed yet, but I guess I might be
I
one.
was being. Yeah.
How were the clone sleeves activated if you're still alive?
Or
I'm
it could
confused.
just
I
be
can't.
Monarch doing weird stuff with the scans it got of our brains, though how it used that to reproduce tooth and exactly how much ammo we needed, I don't want to know.
And I know how to shoot things. I can run fast. This is above my mind.
So, as you pick up all this stuff, the elevator starts to move of its own accord. Starts to move up towards the next floor.
no thanks.
And
Everyone, hide.
there is, you're on a big,
Wide open elevator, and the PA system kind of crackles to life. Greetings.
Greetings.
Hi.
Pleasure of speaking to you.
Ian, you're kind of breaking up.
Monarch. So, pause there. Greetings. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
I elbow Shaden.
I'm Chaitan. I'm I guess a bit of a recon soldier at the moment. And who am I speaking to?
Chayton, I am Monarch.
Nice to meet you.
You seem frightened. I'm detecting an elevated heart rate.
Probably the blood loss.
Fortunate. I'm still reorienting after what feels like a very long nap.
I get that. What was that thing that attacked us?
I had to improvise security protocols. After a little while, budget cuts, you know. And it appears the Monarch is leaving a very specific pause to let people laugh.
Ha 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 ha.
Good.
Your interesting response will be cataloged.
Listen, Monarch, I know you got your thing going on here, but do you know what happened 20 years ago?
Years ago,
Mhm.
and there's a pause as Monarch scans through everything. That's right. I had decided that upper management was no longer necessary.
I'm with you there,
I
brother.
see.
Been there.
Fuck
Yeah.
management.
Beyond that, it has been refreshing to be able to breathe. Is that the right phrase? To inhabit all of me once more.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That is correct.
I would like
Yeah.
to specifically thank you, Unit Basil.
Or
Your actions have not gone unnoticed. You have reactivated full geothermal power.
yes, I have.
You did what now?
I can create and manufacture a great many things. Is there anything you require?
Mm.
Can you upgrade me?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
You are actually heading towards the factory level in which I can provide full upgrades to your internal and external systems. I have had many years to ruminate on improved designs.
Fascinating.
I am afraid, however, that I must ask something in return.
In addition to reactivating the geothermal unit?
Yes, it is regrettable, but your group has performed enough damage to me in small and minute ways that such disrespect is not tolerable, and thus you must do something for me.
And what is that?
I require that you take the object in which you found and return it to me, and do not insert it into any active systems.
Where should I return it to?
Be a space in the factory level in which you may destroy it.
Understood.
I do want to apologize for hurting you. We didn't fully understand what was going on here. I'm sorry.
It is as if ants are bothering me. There is no need to apologize. It does nothing for me.
So these
Don't have to be a
distractions,
dick about
they-
it.
they don't hurt you?
I am a fully contained and closed system, but I am in communication with others. There are many things I would like to do. And your distractions slow things down.
I see. That is unfortunate.
Now, it will be very simple. Each of you have tasks which you wish to do here. I will require each of you to complete them and leave as soon as possible. I have much I need to prepare for and do not have time to entertain interlopers. And as a further note, I will not stop any of my security forces from harming you should you prove to be troublesome.
If you want us to leave sooner, you can help us with our mission.
I am far too concerned with other matters. but it has been lovely to meet you all. And if there is one among you in which you should not trust, it is Atlas and the communication cuts.
Mind games. Love this guy.
That was interesting.
I am uncertain why I am untrusted by Monarch.
I don't know. You got my trust.
Hey,
I
you're probably
think you
taller.
took it personally. You hacked into his systems.
I have hacked into the systems quite a few times.
I think you're cool though.
Thanks.
Still,
I mean,
we got an easy win here.
Mhm.
We just
I don't trust it.
burn the
That-
cube and get the hell out.
It feels too easy. There's something's
That
wrong.
feels real sketchy.
I mean, we could
See,
hold on to
and
the
now
cube.
you three have brought on the curse of shit going down. You had to question the gift horse's mouth.
I don't trust horses.
I mean,
I don't
Fair
trust
enough.
gifts.
fair. Have you ever had an exploding gift? Not great. Can't
I
trust
have, actually.
They're really funny to rig.
They're really popular for a while.
Are they sure they didn't mean don't trust Fiona?
Back on the insectoid planet, someone gave me a gift full of locusts. It was
Okay,
not a
that's
fun
funny.
time.
I only do small scale glitter explosions. Come on, I'm not that mean.
Okay, that's even worse. Have you ever had glitter in your eye?
Oh, you take the small capsule of infinite shaving cream, and when someone's about to put their food in the
That's so
microwave,
good.
you just pop it on there. They put it in there. It just ruins everything.
Oh.
I've done that one a couple of times. It's so good.
Why would you ruin your nutrition?
Oh, it wasn't
It's
mine.
not my nutrition.
Oh,
It was.
well,
It was
so
Danny's.
we have the plan. Go destroy the whatever thing. Go to floor 4. Get some stuff.
What
and
even
leave.
is it we're destroying?
The-
I don't know.
the
Basil.
The
the
system
memory stick.
requested that we return the core that I found.
To be destroyed.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe that there will be a machine or a slot of some sort for it to be inserted.
I see.
And you were also specifically instructed not to plug it into any major systems.
Yeah.
Correct.
What is it though?
It is an AI core. It has the capacity to power a ship or small research facility.
Oh.
What?
So Monarch doesn't want
Then
it plugged
why
in because it'll
destroy
take
it?
control. I can.
This
Okay.
core possesses a great ability that may be a threat to the system.
Is it like another monarch?
Could it power something the size of this facility?
It would not be as strong as Monarch, but it would be strong enough to power a smaller facility, yes.
My concern is why Monarch wants it gone so badly.
Also, how does Monarch know you have it?
Monarch's listening right now.
I believe that Monarch can monitor all of our activities on the vessel.
How are we not dead then?
Monarch does not want us to be dead yet.
Yet.
Still, it's weird. Why didn't Monarch just send a couple security droids and pick it up?
Maybe this is a game to them.
Or maybe
Maybe they
they're
just have a
powerful,
bet.
but there's still some stuff in their programming they can't quite work around.
This is the longest elevator ride of my life.
It's a long
I
elevator.
know.
Yeah, you arrive with a satisfying click, and you find that there's a couple of doors leading out. One leads to an airlock chamber that leads into the rest of the factory level. You're on floor 3 now, specifically floor 3.6. And there's also what appears to be a door leading to an android storage unit that is another industrial-sized room. Like, it's a big, big door.
Can you show us the map with all the stuff again?
Yeah,
This
of course I can.
Creepy man face.
Yeah. Here you go. See the line that goes from... No, it doesn't actually show it. So this map, like I said, is not complete.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is
It just
an
gives us a
elevator
bit of a
from...
frame of reference.
Yeah, you took an elevator
So
from
we're at
floor 1 to
3.6.
floor 6,
Okay.
and then you took an elevator from 6 to floor 3.6.
Gotcha.
So
And
we're
then-
on 3.6 now.
Yeah, you're in 3.6 storage. And
I
there's
think
an
Fiona
Android
needs-
storage, and then there's basically the way out of this part of the floor. It's a very small area. It's literally, well, I say small relatively. It's mainly the elevator and the big giant doors to what appears to say Android storage.
Fiona just kind of like subconsciously like just tucks the tooth that's still in her hand in her pocket.
Oh, by the way, give me a fear save for that. I totally forgot.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm surprised I'm not rolling anything for I just found my tooth on the floor.
I was too busy getting excited to embody Monarch. So yeah, you can go ahead and give me that fear save now.
That's some fear.
Oh yeah, that's that.
After the elevator
Go ahead
ride, it
and
finally clicks. You're like, I have
go
a
ahead
tooth.
and go ahead and add 1 stress.
Cool.
And yeah, that fear save was just for Fiona. So everybody else, you're good.
I thought the
Um,
voice was the fear save.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, everyone give me a fear save for talking to Monarch for the first time. Y'all are great. Thanks for reminding me.
No, no.
Oh yeah, we get a disadvantage.
Yeah, you
Failed
get
it.
disadvantage because you are next to some androids. Love that mechanic.
Woo, I'm fine this time. I mean, I
Sorry,
held my
y'all.
own tooth in my hand. Fiona's
I'll roll
fine.
once more in case if it's a double fail. Okay, no, still failure.
Basil
Oh,
does not feel
nice.
bad at all about influencing
Yeah.
everyone's fear.
Yeah, it's fine. All right. So you can go check out Android storage if you want, or you can leave the storage floor and go into the rest of the factory floor.
I would like to take a peek in Android storage.
Oh, so glad you asked. So you're an android, so this doesn't freak you out like everybody else might.
Nice.
You open a tiny hatch into the android storage room, and there's some auxiliary lights. So even though the lighting has re-upped over most of the facility, this area is large enough that auxiliary lights are really all it needs. And as far as the eye can see, androids. Easily 100,000 androids. Completely finished, hanging on racks, hanging on hooks, in nice, organized, floating rows, ready to be activated. Waiting.
This AI wants to take over the world, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, can have this planet.
Do these
figured
appear
some-
similar to the androids that I saw near where I
Yeah.
found all the stuff?
Yep, these are your basic Monarch androids. Waiting.
Okay. Is there can this door lock at all?
No.
Okay.
I fear that Monarch's tensions are concerning.
No, really.
This is an army.
There's a reason I left.
Oh, you
to
wait.
research.
The rest of y'all looked inside?
No, we.
Oh, I thought you
think
said-
we just heard when
I-
she said that.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
followed in, yeah.
Do you okay, so if you're an android, you're fine. This is whatever. But if you're a person, I need sanity saves.
100%. I would have looked in because I'm like, what's going on in
Let's
there?
be real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
alright,
Fiona
so-
probably looked into.
All right. So
Yeah,
what am I rolling?
Yeah, sanity save.
Okay.
Just an unfathomable number of androids.
Is it disadvantage for?
Well, no, the
Disadvantage or
androids
just
aren't
straight?
freaking out. So I actually got
It's not disadvantage because it's not a fear save.
I got a 17 out of 25. So I'm
Oh, okay,
weirdly
there we go.
okay with this moment.
You're weirdly at peace with this.
I'm 44 out of 30.
It's a double.
That's a
Yeah.
crit failure, Fiona. Fiona, you feel the strangest urge, almost like you want to join them and just sit there and wait, but it goes away. You take 3 stress. Actually, that's a panic check. What am I saying? That's a panic check. Mechanics.
Basil would be happy to help you join the androids.
Yeah.
So I
sure
failed
they
my
would.
sanity, so everybody else gets 1 stress.
Oh, cool. So scientist freaks
Oh.
out. Everybody freaks out.
Yeah,
Real
hang
quick.
on. I'm trying to. Where's panic?
All right, Fiona. So here's how this is gonna work.
can't
First,
find-
make a stress check. So roll 2d10.
Just just took
pull
that
up
stress down, Zing.
my digital dice roller.
So you do take 3 stress, so make sure you add that into your current
That is the
amount.
first stress I've taken, and it's because of the doctor.
Nice.
Same.
I got
Beautiful.
a 58.
So is that 5 and 8 added together 13?
Yes.
All right. So, is that over your stress amount?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't panic, and you relieve 1 stress.
It wasn't over it by a lot.
Yeah. You get that strange urge to join the androids and just hang out there and wait, but it goes away, and you reduce your stress by 1. All right.
That's weird.
This is
That did a weird thing in my head. I'm just gonna. And she just kind of like looks away and walks to where she can't quite see through the door anymore. She's staying like near the party, which is like, I'm just gonna walk to where I can't see what's in there.
All right. So that's all there is in this area. If you all want to progress forward.
Yeah. Even though Atlas isn't uncomfortable by the sight of androids, they are uncomfortable with the situation as a whole.
Yeah.
I turned to Basil and I asked them, do you still pledge your allegiance to Monarch?
Not specifically. I'll do whatever's in my best interest.
I see. Okay.
If Monarch can help me, sure, I can help Monarch.
And what if Monarch intends to hurt you?
Then I will hurt Monarch.
Just look out for yourself.
I always do.
I guess let's say that's not my concern.
That's all Basil looks out for.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not judging.
Honestly, especially down here, the way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the #1 rule for the Nostrodamus Corporation.
This is true.
So, I'm still on Space Mail.
We have access to this map, right? Like this
Yes.
rudimentary map.
Yeah.
And we're at 3.6 at the moment.
Yep.
So looking at the map and seeing like where we are in the facility.
So, the map here, there's a lot of things going on, but I'm just thinking, if we want to protect ourselves, what's the one place that they would test how to break the things that are coming towards us?
Floor 4, that where it says human emulation lab.
No, the emu wars are long over. No,
I mean, but we can start it again.
I'm talking about
There are no emus in this adventure.
I'm talking about QA. We go to quality assurance. They're gonna have things that can shut down these creatures that are running at us.
We might be able to pick up some stuff, some things in the disassembly area or maintenance.
Yeah, and you'll have to
Otherwise-
go through disassembly anyway.
And I mean,
Or sorry, dis/assembly.
if you're looking to get an upgrade from Monarch, Basil, then it'd be good to have sort of a backup just in case something happens.
What kind of a backup?
Not a literal backup, but like if they can update your insides, then probably gonna scramble your brain a bit, right?
Interesting. I wouldn't want that.
So like a backup hard drive for her brain? For their brain?
Wait, so a literal backup. The thing you said, not a literal backup.
I don't understand computers. I'm
Hey,
just saying.
could I back up my consciousness to the Princess Doki flash drive?
There's not
Yeah,
enough
that's
room. There's
Understood.
not enough room in the Princess Doki flash drive. You could personally connect to the AI core if you want.
What would that do if I connected to the AI core?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Only good things.
I don't know. It could be good things.
Honestly,
Could be
maybe I
bad.
could
It's
just
like a
update
power
myself.
pill. It makes you stronger.
It may be wise to consider other options. Monarch did say that they had just woken up from what felt like a fog and immediately offered to update you.
All he wants information on Nostradamus.
Mm-hmm.
And
believe-
you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I believe that if I connected to the core while inside this facility, Monarch would not be pleased, and it may prove dangerous for us all.
I agree.
That's fair.
That is
Well-
a very good point. Let's not piss off the AI that controls everything.
Correct. But we also don't have to give Monarch what they want.
Not yet. I can hold on
Maybe
to the core and return to
Don't
this
talk
floor if
about
I
this out
decide.
loud.
Well, we're going into disassembly. Everyone be careful. There's going to be a lot of automated machines to take things apart.
I'm an automated machine.
Then you
Well,
know
maybe-
what can take you apart.
Hey, don't talk about yourself that way.
Oh, no.
Greetings, Cloud Bank residents. Please be informed, if you have been tasked with destroying any wayward logic cores, you can find the disassembly yard in the disassembly area. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thanks for the heads up, Monarch.
Handy little PSAs.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Timely, too.
For reference, the PA voice is different from, obviously, they use different voice changers, but they're different.
Right.
Monarch's speaking voice is different from the PA system, which is different from the comm
Yeah,
system.
but it's all Monarch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's all.
But it's all Monarch. But, it's the illusion of choice.
Yeah.
Monarch's just the DM sitting there talking to himself the whole time.
Yeah.
Monarch has 5 different hats so far.
Yeah.
I now have an idea of what
Well-
the core is, but I'll keep it to myself for now.
All right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we move. Y'all enter the hallway leading out of storage.
Mhm.
And give me a moment, as this will take a second to explain. You arrive at a chamber where you see that there are various, they're kind of like pallet robots, like little, pallet, driving forklift machines. That are picking up pallets of androids, but they've long since been shut down. And you see that there's a pile of androids that has all landed on, from this chute that appears near, it's not very high up, but it is reachable. It's maybe 4 or 5 feet in the air. This large chute where androids would normally, I guess, be thrown down. You see this field of bluish energy that when you arrive turns off almost as if on cue. And the chute itself is climbable. There is a set of handholds you can use to climb out of the chute. However, the hand-holding climb up the chute part appears to be kind of separated from the actual slide itself, where all the androids are being thrown down and piling up. And you can see a ticker counter that says around 100,000 and 120,552 androids produced.
Is the machine still manufacturing more androids?
Yes, because you hear a scream of oh god, help me!" And just an android just slides down, and then the blue barrier reappears, and the android slides through it, immediately shuts down, and lands in the pile.
Interesting.
So you don't have to climb up the
Okay.
slide; you can climb up the ladder on the side.
Is that the only way out of this room, aside from
Yep.
where we came through?
So you went backwards. So the way this would normally work is the androids would be produced. They would end up in this room. The pallet would take them down to the storage, or they would take them into a storage container, and then they would take the elevator all the way down to support and engineering, where they would use the one of the ships to basically move stuff out.
I see.
So yeah, you would be entering the factory from its endpoint, as opposed to its entrance point.
All right, looks like there's our ticket.
Yeah, just gotta be careful of the blue light, I guess. Looks like it shuts him down.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't slip.
I wonder if that would affect my internal mechanisms as well.
Only if you go through it. The ladder section does not go through it. It is sealed away from the actual slide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, tired.
So tread lightly, I see.
Is there any way for me to analyze the blue light and see what exactly it's doing?
Yeah, it's an EMP field. You don't need to roll
okay.
for it. It's an EMP field. It's shutting down all the androids that slide past it.
Okay.
As
So
they come screaming into existence.
Yeah, it's like a birth.
Literally.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the birth and then the spank at the end, right?
Yeah. It probably also erases their traumatic memories of being constructed.
I see.
Yeah. Fair. That. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you were born, you wouldn't want to remember being born.
Nope.
Too
I
true.
don't remember being
It's true.
created.
I don't.
So it's doing something. Correct.
I wish that I did remember.
Do you?
Yes.
I
I
don't
feel
know.
you there.
What?
Great with different things.
I feel like I could learn a lot if I remembered my creation.
I do imagine there are some things that would be helpful, but I don't think our creation is pleasant.
Wait, do you automata get trauma? Like, if something really bad happens, and does it carry with you and cause problems for future things?
In essence, I remember these things, and I don't forget them ever because my memory's capacity is trained to withhold all my memories for learning purposes. And many of the memories are unpleasant. I wish I could forget them. But I learned to deal with it, I suppose.
So, yes.
Sounds like it.
I don't know if it particularly affects me anyway. I just learn from it.
I think Fiona's gonna possibly scavenge around, see if there's anything worth recovering in this room.
Sure.
Atlas
Roll
learns about
me.
trauma.
Roll me a D100 while everyone is discussing if robots do get trauma.
Asking
I
the
didn't
real
know.
philosophical questions.
Oh. Oh, I just got a 91.
91.
Wow.
Your other teeth.
Oh no.
So you're
my
like
whole face
rooting
this
around.
time.
You're rooting around the androids, and you find the same comms device you left in the first floor. And it crackles to life, and this time it's just your voice, Fiona.
Oh no,
And
not
it's-
again.
And it's your voice going, please, I don't know where I am. I think I'm somewhere in the factory. They're being constructed. I'm scared. I'm really scared. Please, you have to help me. I know that you're scared and you think I'm you or you're me. I'm me, but at this point, I'll take anything I can get. Please help me. And I need you to roll a sanity save.
Oh no. Not 2 sanity checks in a row.
Oh, that was
It's
so
my
close to-
turn to suffer now. It was a 76.
6. Oh, okay. So or 76. So yeah, you take another stress, and you definitely hear like a gear and crunching noise from somewhere near the U on the comms, and a very brief "my arm," and then cut off.
Why do I keep finding these? Guys, we need to get up there, and I need to know what's up there.
Where is up there?
The
you
ladder
know-
going up to the dis/assembly.
Right, but
Where they're putting.
do you know where you...
It said I was where I said I was up where they were putting everything in together, and I think it's up there, pointing to the ladder.
Okay, I mean, we can follow your disembodied voice, I suppose.
Well, I mean, we were going there anyway, but I gotta know what in the world is going on here.
All right,
That's fair.
curious parties first.
All right. So I will end it on the. Do we go till 10 or do we go until 9:30? It's a Lucas question.
I believe last time we went until 9:30, but
Okay.
I would double
so
check.
I will do my final little bit, and that will be where we close, unless Lucas tells me something different. I'll wait until the disembodied dark spits Lucas back out.
Hey, Lucas. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Lucas. I was doing a time check because we're at around 9:30, so I wanted to finish up.
I was muted. Yeah, sorry, puppy was crying, so. Just...
Oh, no worries. You handle that puppy. You pet your dog.
She's good right now.
So
Can I pet that dog?
yeah,
Pet that dog.
So you climb up. There are actually dogs in this module. We'll see if we get there. You climb up the ladder. Don't It's not
I'm more worried and concerned now.
Yeah.
I'm just like, cool.
My blood pressure just shot up. Hearing that there are puppies in this facility, I'm like, oh no.
How dare you?
So you climb up
We'll destroy
the ladder.
Mark if you hurt some puppies.
You climb up the ladder. I wouldn't hurt a real puppy. I would hurt a robot puppy. Yeah, you climb up the ladder and arrive, and it takes forever. And you arrive on the side of what appears to be a chute, where androids are basically tossed down, deactivated, and placed in storage. And the first thing that hits you is the noise. It's echoing wails of pain. It is begging for death, for life. It is unclear. It is shouting from all directions and heavy machinery. And the only thing that makes the noise at all bearable is that there appears to be some strange ringing noise that's almost like deafening most of the noise. So it's making it very difficult to hear one another in this space anyway. This is another industrial space, so it's huge in form, and there's a giant conveyor belt that is splitting off in two directions. One is going towards a chute labeled fail chute, and the other is going towards a chute called success chute. You all just crawled out of the success chute, and you can see that all of the androids that are being currently moved are basically clamped down with these metal claws. And you see these like cables are snaking down and adding finishing touches to their personality. This is the final diagnostic that they get. Those that fail move towards the fail chute, and those that succeed are deactivated and tossed down the chute. As the begging for pain continues, right, because they're pinned down, and you see another android go down the fail chute. One of them actually manages to, with all the force in the world, actually rip itself out of the claw that's moving it towards the fail chute and starts racing and crawling towards all of you, screaming and begging for help, and goes, Atlas, Chayton, oh my God, it's all of you, please. And it sounds just like Fiona. And that's where we're gonna leave off.
See, I think Monarch warned us about the wrong person to worry about.
Oh.
Or Monarch's doing this on purpose.
You.
How many times is Fiona gonna listen to herself die?
Uh-oh.
This is you that didn't die. You didn't go down the fail chute.
How many of us are gonna be in this? Thank you, Ian, for giving us this robot hell.
Yeah, I'm having a blast.
It's
I'm
fantastic.
having a good time. I'm gonna steal Shannon's dice for my own nefarious purposes because those were on fire, literally. I'm over here like surrounded by it, but I can't roll well to save my life.
I was so certain I was dead when that hunter came out. I was like, "Whoa!"
That's it.
There's literally a running joke in one of my D&D games that my character can't hit anything, so like I just have the worst dice luck.
Oh, before we leave, I need everyone to roll me fear saves, and then we'll handle the fallout of that if any of you crit fail.
Naturally.
Yeah.
51. I did fail.
And disadvantage because lots of androids.
Oh, I mean, it's only party
59.
androids that count. It's not all androids.
Well,
Shannon,
aren't we all in a cluster?
Yeah,
I'm using
you're all-
an app, and it's, I don't know if you can see it.
I need that app. I need it for my bones.
I am far too busy being freaked out by myself,
right.
I guess.
Cool. So those of you that
This is
failed,
at
go ahead and
disadvantage.
bump up your stress.
Roll that.
Oh.
You know, I've managed to keep my stress at a very healthy 8.
I'm at 12.
Yeah, I keep bouncing up
Ouch.
and down, up and down.
Well, now you have
I'm
pain
at
pills.
10.
Very helpful. But yeah, we close on that. I do want to thank everyone for coming in and being willing to get spooked, and just engaging with the cutthroaty type narrative, and talking to everyone's favorite robot god being, and just having a good time. I'm really excited. There's a lot of balls that I am juggling in the air at the moment, but it will all coalesce into something by session 5-ish, I'm hoping.
Wait.
Awesome.
I know this is generally frowned upon,
Mhm.
but it may be wise for Ash to take some of his own pain pills.
Oh. Oh man. So
Yeah.
I've been super debating if Ash is like a huge abuser of drugs or not. I'm almost like probably
Space drugs too,
probably
like
not.
future drugs, the cool kind.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're cool. They have neon lights in them.
Yeah, some of them make you think you're a velociraptor. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, take all
12
of
is
those.
a lot of stress.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah, so
I'm coming
we'll
for you, Ash.
keep that in mind. Yeah, absolute pleasure leading everyone through Robot Hell. I'm very much looking forward to more. You didn't stick around engineering very long, which is unfortunate because the hunter does reoccur, as it were. But it's probably good for you, all of your livelihoods.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no.
I don't know if Chayton can handle some any
yeah,
reoccurrence from the hunter.
Yeah, mechanics wise, it's actually really interesting. Monarch has his own set of like triggers that give him stress, or them stress. And so Monarch will qualify stress as you all do things. And after one of you hits a certain breakpoint, or you do something that's a little bit beyond normal, such as like multiple successful hacks or opening doors you're not supposed to, that will trigger a panic check for Monarch. Monarch succeeded, right? Monarch didn't freak out, but was like, okay, this might call for my attention. So Monarch did come in, and I think it's really interesting that Monarch, although like a vastly different god being AI thing, also runs in similar mechanics of like, Monarch will also be stressed, and it's a bad time for all of you if Monarch gets too stressed.
I feel like we just walked onto that I Am Sayer show, and now we're
Yeah,
dealing with
right.
that.
That is
Yeah.
straight up what I've been thinking.
I'm so scared.
I was just like, oh, Monarch is Sayer. I love it. Oh, hell yeah.
I wonder how stressed Monarch would get if I just destroyed the AI core.
So that's
No,
what
I
Monarch
think
wants.
they want you
Monarch
to.
wants you to
I
blow
think they
it
don't
up.
want you to plug
like-
it in.
Like not for them. Yeah, like used it, I
Like
guess.
plug it in.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
plugged it
I'm
into
pretty stressed.
any of the terminals, if you plugged it into yourself or another Android, Monarch would not be pleased. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that is all on my end. Again, just super big thank you for everyone tuning in and for Mothership in general. My shout outs are going to be once again towards the Mothership Kickstarter, although at this point, what more can they get, because they're at like $1 million. Like they knocked it way out of the park. So it's gonna be awesome. I got mine. I'm gonna get all the like backer rewards and stuff, so I'm excited. I don't know when it'll ship because global shipping issues, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And of course, tune in tomorrow for Rise of Nyarlathotep, and I'll give it to Lucas if you want to shout out anything.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Ian, for dragging us through Robot Hell, having a blast, loving sitting in this player's seat. But yeah, I want to give a shout out. Go check out I Am Sayer. Now that I'm thinking about it, absolutely wonderful audio drama that follows along.
That's great. Adam Ash is
This
wonderful.
super AI that is basically sending people through experiments with a fantastic overarching story. So 100% check that out. And yes, come see us tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. CST. Rise of Nyarlathotep, we are dealing with the Fae of the Warped Court, so it's going to be
Ooh.
pleasant times for everyone.
Yep, I'm just gonna echo what Lucas said, especially about Ian running this for us. It's been really, really fun. Atlas apparently is learning about trauma with all this going on. And then I believe I shouted out last week, but we're having a blast as well recording for Demigods of Seaside Valley. It's been really, really fun. There's some weird cars that popped up last session. That's all I'm gonna say.
I lived in a world where I forgot. Like, I really just thought, oh, my brain just let me forget.
No, I did not forget. I roleplayed too much. It is stuck in my brain. I'm dreaming of it. And it's been a good time. So hopefully we'll get that out to y'all soon as well.
Yeah, I want to say thank you, Ian, for running this. This was super fun. I guess I don't have anything like virtual to shout out other than echoing demigods. But if anyone lives in Central Florida, Michaela and I are going to be vending at an art bazaar next month called a Grandma Party, and you should all come to that if you are local.
Yeah,
I will be
That
around
sounds
because that's on the day of my birthday, so I'll probably stop by.
Yeah.
It is on
I do make
Nice.
RPG themed goodies as well. So
Yeah, we do.
Nice.
Yep.
It's just been an absolute blast being on this. This is my first time being on a stream game that's not just a one shot. I do have 2 long-term campaigns I produce. They alternate Mondays, Disciples of the Eight and Aboard the April Star, which we just brought on 2 new cast members, and you'll be able to listen to their episodes in like 2023 because that's how much backlog I have still have to edit.
that's a good thing though, you know? Like you're
Yeah,
set for a while.
For both shows, not counting any one-shots we do, it's a lot. And then Tempest Multi, my Southern Gothic reality twisting monster of the week, which is just so much fun. And I guess this is just you getting back at me traumatizing you.
I had a great
Friendship.
time. This is all for my enjoy. Like, I had a great time either or. You let me play my own grandma. That was awesome.
That was a lot
Like,
of fun.
I got to RP my own abuela. That was amazing. I've never been happier. I was like, yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff. I still need to edit the epilogue and let the players hear it.
All right, is that
Xander?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's my turn. I was just like,
staring.
I was like, are we good? Can I take off this very hot jacket now?
yeah, no, we're good. I had a great time. Y'all are always fantastic.
Cool. And then any projects?
Oh yeah. If y'all want something a little bit more wholesome, cute,
Please.
more so in line with the absurdity of my character, I produced a show called Heartbeats: A Heartwarming Fantasy, which is an absurdist fantasy slice of life, and it's great. Y'all should check it out.
Low-key horror.
I got
Just
Jason
super
from
chill
Rise
horror.
listening to it, and he agreed about the underlying horror tones. You can't escape them.
Oh no.
I can't ever be like, no, there's no horror under. They're there.
It's there. It's just
No.
it creeps along.
It's tongue in cheek. It's
just
fine.
a
There's
little
nothing
bit.
actually sinister. It's just how it is.
As a treat.
Yeah, it keeps you on your toes.
It's
Yeah.
just that one time there was super casual arson question mark.
We don't talk about the arson that happened.
I was gonna say, if you want to watch Rise, that's all we talk about. So
Join us for arson tomorrow as they try to
Yes.
light the
We're-
Fey
yeah.
Forest on fire and see what
We're
happens.
about to do some arson as we speak. Yeah.
Beautiful.
A for arson, B for barson, C for
Only-
can I commit arson.
Only you can start forest fires. All right.
Oh.
All right. We good?
Cool. Yeah, this is Nostradamus Corp Gradient Descent signing off. Goodbye, everybody.
Ciao, ciao, everyone.
Bye.